for today's video, I'm going to be talking all about falsies, fake lashes, what lashes to wear, how to apply them, tips and tricks. Some of the things that I have just realized over the years have helped me so much. I didn't really realize how difficult applying lashes is to explain until I actually started working for a lash company, and when I was in stores trying to explain to people, they were like, what? So today this is all that I'm going to be focusing on. So the first part of the video is going to be me showing you guys exactly how I apply them, the glue I like using, the applicators I like using. Do I use tweezers? Do I use my hands? Does it make a difference? Then the second part of the video is going to be me trying on a bunch of my favorites. That way you see the exact difference of each lash and why there's so many styles out there. So this eye is very basic, very neutral, very bleh, but I want to show you the difference a good lash can make in your eyeshadow for the day. So if that's something that you're interested in and you would like to see, then just keep on watching. Okay, so the first thing I typically do is I already put mascara on my lashes. I curl them first. So my favorite curler out of all the curlers that I've tried is the Lancome one. This is the very first step that I do. I always curl my lashes, apply my mascara, and I do a very, very thin line of eyeliner. Unless I'm doing a look where I don't want any eyeliner at all, I for the most part do the thinnest. Even if it's super thin like this, I just need some sort of base. What I do is I already personally trimmed these. I already measured these and made sure they were good for my lash. So just for the teaching you aspect of it, I'm gonna go in with a random pair. Most of the time these lashes do not come for your eye size. I usually have to chop off a whole shit ton of my lashes, which is kind of annoying because you're like, oh, I just cut off half the lash. No shade, just saying, don't expect the lash to always fit your eye shape because most of the time it won't. So in order to measure it, I just take my lash and I kind of go like this, and with the little bit of glue that it already has, I kind of just apply it down and then apply it on the first half. And I can already tell it is quite a bit longer. So you don't want to leave it at its full size because most of the time, in order for you to glue it down, you have to go like this. But when you do that, it ends up making your eye look really droopy and you want it to look lifted. So just by telling where my eye should stop, I should cut off a good 3 little So all I do is take my trusty little scissors. I think these are men's mustache trimming scissors. So then you just take your lash and you kind of look, there's little notches. So there's little clusters of lashes. So I just count 3. 1, 2, 3. And then you just take all that off. So I'm not going to be actually putting on the Kiss one because I was just showing you how to cut it and trim it and measure it. So now for the actual application, I really like using a couple glues. I started using the Velour Black Lash Glue and I really liked that one. I was like, okay, this one's really nice. Not only is it black, it dries completely black. So when I'm doing a freaking huge ass wing, this blends right into it. I don't have to go over my lash line with eyeliner to make it blend in. It just dries completely black. So I do love that one. Then I started using the Velour Clear one. Oh my gosh, this one made such a huge difference. This one, same thing as the House of Lashes one, didn't budge, doesn't come off. You can cry, you can go swimming, you can go to freaking Six Flags and it's not gonna fly off on the ride. I love this lash glue. I love this lash glue. So my 2 favorites would be the Velour Clear one and the Velour Black one. So I just grab my lash like that. Then I also love this glue because it doesn't make a mess. It doesn't make a mess. You literally pull the little brush out and it gives you the exact amount of lash glue you should be using. So I just put it on my lashes, or my lash band. I just do a quick little second top coat. This glue is also that like iridescent kind of color that a lot of lash glues are. And once it starts turning a little darker blue, you kind of know that's when it's ready to apply. I also, did not really like using this glue because it would take like literally like a minute to dry. And same with this one, it takes quite a bit to dry. So I like this velour one because it dries within like 15 seconds. It's not as long as the other one. So for applying my lashes, I really like the Tarte one. This is the Tarteist, just like lash applicator. Another one I really, really like is the velour one. It's a little bit smaller, so I feel like you could be way more precise with it. Another thing I like is on the end, it has this little like brush comb thing. So if you don't want to ruin your lashes and like do mascara over your lashes to like blend the two together, just apply your lashes, take the comb, and you can comb them together. Therefore, you're not putting mascara on your lashes and it won't ruin them. So the lash glue is pretty much dry by now. So let me make sure that my mirror is not in the way. So I usually pop mine on in the center first. And I like looking down, like I hold my mirror down. So I pop them on the center, not 100% vertical, because then the lashes will look abnormally long. So I stick it in the middle, then I adjust the corners. So then I adjust my outer corner, and I adjust the inner corner. Then I take my brush, then I take my applicator, and I squeeze the two together. So I squeeze my actual lashes and the false lashes together. That way they blend and look a lot more natural. So just like that. So can we see a difference? Do we see just how much more long and full it makes my lashes look? And most of the time, people actually ask me like, wow, are those lash extensions? Or people really sometimes think that they're like my actual lashes. So these, once again, are the Ardell, the Studio Effects. So they're not just the Ardell Wispies, regular Wispies, they are the Studio Effects ones. But yeah, that's basically how I apply my lashes. I start in the middle, so I kind of set it down, adjust the corners. So I'm gonna pop on the other one so you see the full effect and just the difference it gives to the overall look. Just like that, guys. It's really not that hard. Honestly, like, I used to be so scared and it would take me so long to put lashes on. Then I just started putting them on more often and practicing. Even if I really wasn't going anywhere, I would take my most natural pair of eyelashes and I would put them on just to like make my very natural look a little bit more oomph, And the more and more I put lashes on, I was like, whoa. I mean, it's really not that hard if you just practice and you just, remember those tips. Biggest tips, number one, I would say let the glue get tacky. That is the biggest mistake I used to make. I would get very impatient and I would put the glue on my actual lash band and then right away, without even blowing on it or letting it dry at all, I would just pop it on. And what happens is, you're probably gonna relate, it just slip and slides everywhere, makes a huge fucking mess, gets all over your lashes, you kind of glue your eyes shut and you're like, fuck. Just wait for the glue to get tacky. No matter what glue it is, chances are you're gonna need it to get tacky. Let it get a little bit tacky, then pop them on in the center. Tip number 2 is definitely try applying it in the center first, then working your way to the outer corners. Tip number 3, which I feel like also is a very good tip, is when you're looking in your mirror, you take your mirror, always look down. So when you're applying your lashes, look down in your mirror and you'll get a very nice visual of your actual lash line. So it makes it a lot easier to see exactly where you're placing it. And I feel like that makes a huge difference because when you're like this and your lashes are kind of up in the way, you're like, what the hell? And I used to put my lashes on first, then apply mascara over them. But when it came to me using, for instance, like my Lily lashes that are $30 each, and I would get mascara all over them and then they wouldn't look the same. I was like, bitch, I'm not gonna be ruining my $30 lashes. So I just went right back to doing my lashes first, then popping on the falsies. And I feel like it makes a huge difference. If you're beginning with eyelashes or if you're really not sure, those 3 tips I feel like will help you a lot. So these are the, like I said, Ardell Wispies and the Studio Effects. A pair that's very, very similar is the Cocoa Lashes in the style Queen Bee. The only difference is going to be that these are a little bit thicker on the bottom portion of the lash. So it's still going to be very wispy and very like long and separated like these are in the corners. But when it comes to the actual like bottom part of it, they're a little bit thicker than the ones I'm wearing right now. So now this next portion of the video is going to be me trying on a bunch of lashes and telling you why I like them and what type of looks I would use them for. So I'm not going to show myself applying all those since I just showed you exactly how I apply them. So let me pop on my next pair and then I'll tell you what I like about them. Okay, so these are the Lily lashes in the style Miami. The Ardell ones are probably like my favorite lashes for like a more natural look, whereas these Miami lashes are my favorite for like the very va-va-voom look. I love how long they are, how wispy they are. I love these lashes. They're beautiful. They will take any look from 0 to a fucking 100. Boom. Like I especially like when I wear them with like a natural look like this, and then you pop these on and you look so glam, but all you did was pop on these lashes. So these are really, really nice if you kind of just want to do a little bit of a glam lash, but a very natural look like this. Okay, so these are the House of Lashes in the style Iconic. These are beautiful. I love these for when I'm doing, you know, like smoky eye looks, but they're not too crazy, not over the top glam. They're just nice smoky eyes because they're gonna give you the length. I really love wearing these when I do like a wing cat eye because they are a little bit shorter on the inner corner and then get longer and kind of flare out and give you that cute little doll-like effect on the end. I love the look of that. They're very flirty. You can pair these lashes with just about any look, so I really, really like these. The band on these is a little bit thicker, so I would recommend maybe doing like an eyeliner with this specific lash just to kind of make your application a little bit easier. If you're already a pro and you're like, bitch, I don't need no eyeliner, feel free to not use eyeliner. I'm just saying if you're starting out or if you're kind of struggling with lashes, I would suggest maybe doing like a liner. A very nice dupe for these House of Lashes. I believe House of Lashes are $16 if I'm not mistaken. I get mine at Sephora. But the Cocoa Lashes in the style Goddess are almost identical. And the Cocoa Lashes in the style Amore are like also dupes for the House of Lashes. Oop, it fell. And then last but not least, and I'm not going to try these on. This is the last pair that I tried on. But when I want something a little bit more than these iconic ones, I do the Velour Fluff and Wispy. So these are going to be very similar. They're just a lot more fluffy. So they're going to give you the same shape, slightly shorter, longer in the edge. I wore these in my previous video, the sunset look. So if you want to kind of see what they look like with a specific look, I will post my colorful sunset look right here. But I use these lashes for that look and they're not as dramatic as you would think. A lot of people see these and they're like, whoa. Those are huge, but they're really not. They're almost the same as these, just a little bit thicker. So I would recommend these with like a shadow that you don't really mind covering it up because they are going to crisscross so much at the band that you're not going to really see your shadow peep through, like with these, for instance. So these are also another one of my favorites. I'm going to link all of these lashes down in the description bar. That way you can kind of go see them for yourself, compare them, and kind of see all of them. I just tried on a couple of my favorites and, you know, just like why I like them and because they kind of elongate my eye or they make my eye look bigger. And I really hope you found this informational. I know a lot of people do ask me like, how do you apply lashes? Or can you apply my lashes? And I'm like, it's really not that hard. There's times where I'm like running late to something and I just pop them on, not while I'm driving, but I pop them on in my car when I'm like in the parking lot or when I get to my destination, I just pop them on. So really hope you found this informational. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to my channel because like I said, you guys, once we get to 1,000, I'm going to be giving away a lot of stuff. I'm talking hair products, body products, makeup, lashes, gift cards, like all the whole shebang. So if you want to win some stuff, girl, tell all your peeps to subscribe to me and go follow me on Instagram, follow me on all my socials, and just stay up to, par with me, man. That's all for this one, you guys. Really hope you enjoyed it. See you in the next one. Bye.